So the YouTube meta, and I'm going to talk about, not the good kind of meta, the bad kinds, the types of, your AI generated content, your prank videos, your reaction videos, that kind of stuff, the low effort stuff. And I'm going to rank it. So first, in my opinion, objectively as content, how much quote unquote interest there is. It's comparing shit to shit to shit. It's not much of a difference, but objectively, among the pile of shit that this is, my ranking would go from best to worst is pranks, commentary, AI slop. And that's it. I mean, again, it's not to say that any of this content is good. It's all slop, it's all shit. None of it is good. But objectively, as content comparing among each other, it goes like this. So, reaction videos, they were a thing back a few years ago before, AI slop took its place. It was a meta before AI slop, where people would do the bare minimum of literally just reacting. They would do literally nothing else, just react to other people's content. Some people would just steal other people's stuff and be like, ooh, ah, that's funny. Ah, and that's it. It, I think, would also count if you're, just reacting to a comment on Twitter or something like that. Like, you could find it on TikTok where people have themselves on a back screen and point up and read it word for word and like are ha 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 fun funny ha 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 ha, and that's it. That's it. And the YouTube variety of this isn't much better. It was full-fledged videos, like 8-minute long videos, 10-minute long videos, where people would just sit there and be like, huh, hmm, mm-mm. Or for 2 minutes be like, and that's it. Just do nothing for 2 minutes. It was the most shittiest content there is. And even if it was a good reaction, if you reacted to the entire video, people ain't gonna watch the original video. They won't. So you're just stealing views from possibly smaller channels, which takes away their income. And appalling in a sense. It's not good. Not a good feeling. So another thing that this community had were controversies. A lot of them. One of the biggest controversies there was between SS Sniper Wolf and Jax Films, both very old creators on the YouTubes. One started just reacting, like daily posts of reaction videos, and wasn't, quality content. I think they still post, as a Sniper Wolf, but Jax Films was very vocal about how much he hated that kind of content and started, you know, parodying it by making his own channel, JJ Jax Films. And it's just that. He just posts daily and reacts to Sniper Wolf's reactions to other videos. It's reactionception. But that whirled up some controversy. But after, at the peak of the controversy, as the Sniper Wolf went to the house, took a picture, and allegedly doxed Jack's Films. And that was very scary. 5 million ravenous fans of some who know your house address. That's scary. Of a person who you have insulted multiple times. That's scary. But, after this happens, what YouTube did? Gave her just a temporary demonetization. Nothing much more. Just that. A slap on the wrist and don't come back. That's it. That's nothing. That's literally nothing. For potentially, doxing the person And as far as I know, it was actually on stream. Like when Jack's Films was streaming, then this dox happened. This alleged doxing happened. Now, to the AI slop. Do I really have to talk about this? Like, look around. Literally every video that you see is just this slop. I bet you were watching these types of videos before this video, you damn cheater. But you probably were watching this, in shorts and or, you know, long form videos, if that even exists, brain, or I don't think long form videos have been infected as much, but watching them in shorts or maybe long form compilation videos, that kind of shit. But I don't think anyone is watching long form versions of these. I barely believe that. But if you have done that, the slop is just barely attention grabbing enough that it would fry your brain, but not, anything worth watching. It's just weird gobbledygook. Like one video that I watched that I've actually talked about was, a pug who found a mermaid who sold it to slavery and then felt bad, then went back to the circus slaver weirdos, and then tried to buy it back, the mermaid, but that didn't work. So he burned down the circus he sold the mermaid to, and then took the mermaid and then left it on the beach. It's the most weird shit ever. And I keep seeing ads related to AI video. Like, it's not good. AI video is not good at all currently. It has its limitations, which is kind of what you expect. It's like the goofiness in AI images amplified several fold, because AI video is just 5 minutes of hallucinations. That's what it is. It's nothing but hallucinations. Like, AI doesn't think, doesn't do anything with that. It just hallucinates to reality. And man, some of them hallucinations look beyond weird. Like, I don't get why people would actually use them, because people use this slop for making ads, and it's like, it's currently it's so obvious that nobody who knows what AI is, what AI looks like, what it behaves like, all of that jazz, is going to fall for this. Nobody is going to. I don't know who's the target audience for this slop, but that's the goal of this slop. Just kind of pump out as much shit as humanly possible, so you, my viewer, could watch it and waste 1 hour of your life, or maybe more hours of your life, who knows. But another thing that's, incredibly relevant to this is that this will get better. And as it gets better, it will become harder to differentiate, real, authentic crap from this shit. And eventually, it probably will take over. There won't be no living, breathing flesh and blood on the interwebs. None of that cringe. We all be bots. It won't be me here. It will be an AI chatbot spewing gobbledygook about whatever. Who knows? Maybe it's more comedic than me, which it's hard to believe that. But it's just kind of shit. It's just kind of just plain shit. Like, to me, AI slop is the worst among the shits. There's nothing, redeeming about it. Literally nothing. You do not put any effort at all in it. It's just you writing words, and that's it. Nothing else. And now we finally move on to PrankTube. This slop. It's not good by any means of the word. It's not at all. But it's kind of where human sanity goes to die. Like, literally, one of the most famous of these prank tubers was the dude who you know, pinched unsuspecting women's behind, you know, without telling them. It's such a disgusting thing. But that's not even the worst thing he did. No, 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 no. Making people uncomfortable in the street, that's not the worst thing. The worst thing was he made a prank where he kidnapped a friend and another friend, friends of each other, and killed the other friend who was supposed to be in on the prank. And that was the whole prank. Killing your best friend prank. And it was like, what the hell? What the what the fuck? Like, why? Like literally why? Why the fuck would you? What possessed you to think that this was a prank? And it was like, immediately obvious that this wasn't funny. Nobody liked it, and his channel blew up because of this stupid thing. Like, how deluded must you be to think that this is entertaining to anyone? I don't think that anyone wants to watch somebody die on camera. Nobody wants to watch the aftermath of a friend dying. Nobody. I don't get why. I don't get how. And it's important to say that this was, fake. But even if it was faked, why the fuck did you have this idea? What possessed you? But that sank his whole channel. I think it was Jack Peppers. But wait a minute, I just remembered something. So it's I'm gonna change my rankings. It's reaction content, then prank content, then AI slob. It's just slight differences. The pile of shit isn't as big in prank tubing, but it's very stinky. It's the worst in smell. It's disgusting. So another YouTube prankster, Jay Session. If somebody who knows this guy's name, you probably had a shiver run down your back. So this dude would Ouija board dead people, right after their death. XXX Tentacion, he did that to him. He just Ouija boarded his ass. And it's like, man, nothing is sacred on the internet. But then, his girlfriend, quote unquote, died. And he was crying and bitching and moaning, oh, she's dead, oh my god, she's dead, oh my god. Literally the next day, he Ouija boards her ass. Just drags her ass from fucking Valhalla. And then we hear, on the interwebs, we hear that she's not dead. It was all a hoax. Masterminded by this dumbass who thought, I should make a YouTube out of your death. Yes, ship it. It's like, what the fuck? What possessed you to do that? Like, seriously, what could possibly possess anyone to be like, you're dead. I'm gonna bring your soul from the afterlife, bitch. I'm gonna drag it from Valhalla. I'm gonna pull it out. It's like, what the hell? So that is the amazing catalog in these classics of the internet. They will be known for all of eternity to be shit. The stinkiest shit on the YouTubes. There are more, and they may be stinkier, but for consistency's sake, I will not talk about them. Too stupid. Oh, I just had a scruffy, whatchamacallit, throat. It just happens, okay? So yeah, I really do not like any of these. Because, ReactTube, it was very widespread, but it was not really harmful in a sense. It did not much outside of, just harming the original YouTube channel that created the video, just stealing their content and banking off it. That is literally all that it did. But, the other YouTube metas that I've talked about in their individual times did do a lot of harm, particularly to the YouTube channel itself, and they were just stupid. like especially the prank tubers. Like man, their brains are so gooey, so liquid. They just kind of poured out of their orifices, just kind of leaked out. Like I can't imagine how gooey their brains must be, how molten their brains must be from watching the YouTubes. Like how idiotic do you have to be to think that, just make a video on somebody's death and then or kill somebody, quote unquote, on the interwebs, and then be like, yeah, it's just a prank, Buster, it's just a prank, you goober. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the hell? It's just bad. And the AI slop, it's just bad for the platform as a whole, the platform's health, and for the future. It's just bad for that. It's not much. It's not as despicable as every other thing that I've talked about. It's not that bad, but it's bad for the future. So yeah, that's really about it for me. I hate all of these metas, and I hope that you watch none of them, because then it will do something to your brain. It will zombify you. It will stupefy you. That's about it for me. Bye.